Previously on Too Fat for 15, Fighting Back.
Wellspring is a boarding school for kids who have issues with their weight.
When I first saw Tanisha, I was scared. Weight was reported at 425. Her actual weight was 5'10".
Tanisha is the largest student that has been at the academy.
Well, I want my daughter to live.
Let me try the beefy 5-layer burrito. Yeah, let me have 2 of those.
I've seen a lot of things. Some of them I'm a little concerned about.
I felt a little attacked.
I just wanted you to know how proud I was.
Telling her, Emily, you're gonna die.
I hate you.
Like, I'm sick of being like, here, I can't.
It's just a challenge, I guess, to like stay on program, I guess you could say. And my parents see me, I think they're gonna like flip out. Hopefully they don't cry though. I just don't want to go back.
You know, maybe you'll get through a month and Miss Liz will say, you know what? She's doing great.
No, they want your money. They're not gonna say that. Other people, they don't know how to deal with it, and they don't even know how hard it is or what you're going through.
Do I send him away for 4 months or do we bury him?
You have accumulated 11 unexcused absences.
I have never seen a kid in the 4 years here break down and start bawling like that.
I don't think it's gonna be too hard. I mean, I know what I can and can't have.
I was really proud of the food choices he made. Up until the ice cream. Did Scott gain weight? You're damn right he gained weight. Am I mad at him about it? No.
It's the start of a new semester here at Wellspring. We're really excited to see some of our former students come back and to get a bunch of new students.
The first day of school is always a little crazy for the kids.
I'm always really excited at the beginning of every single school year. Anytime you see students come in, they're really pumped to be here for the most part. They're excited about losing weight.
I can't wait to see Tanisha.
We haven't seen her since last semester, so I'm really excited to see her. I'm really hopeful that she's done well over the summer. I expect that she's been working hard.
You look great.
I'm back at Wellspring, and I'm determined to succeed here again.
It's important for her to continue to lose weight for her health and so she'll feel better about herself.
My very first day at Wellspring, I was not excited at all. I was completely nervous and I had no idea what to expect. And now I do have at least some idea, and I'm excited. I'm so excited to see you.
Hey, so good to see you. You look fabulous.
Compared to last year, Tanisha just exudes confidence, which is such a pleasure to see because she's earned it every step of the way, literally every step of the way. And I'm excited for her.
You look great. I'm so proud of you. Oh.
We do weigh-in on arrival so that we begin to develop awareness right from the get-go.
Whenever you're ready. Tanisha, your weight is 350.5.
Oh.
That's awesome. At the beginning of last semester, Tanisha came in at 510 pounds and could barely walk. She's now at a little over 350, and physically, it's like looking at a whole different person.
I just waited and very happy with the results. That makes my total weight loss altogether 160 pounds.
The next goal for Tanisha is to get into the 200s, and it's going to be hard. It's not outside the realm of possibility, but it will take some very consistent, persistent effort on her part.
I love you.
New students that arrive today are going to go through a little bit of homesickness. They're going to go through some unfamiliarities and just trying to feel out, who they can hang out with, who they can get along with, and just trying to ease in and see what we're all about.
My name's Hailey Millis. I'm 17 and I'm from Warren, Michigan. I just stepped on my foot. My weight started to affect my life when I was like 13. That was pretty much when it started. It's kind of been a downward slope since then. I'm gonna have the steak and cheese Olga. I probably have fast food and takeout like at least twice daily, so probably like 30 times a week. I eat it even when I'm not hungry, so it's pretty much a relationship that's not too good.
She did skyrocket when our parents got divorced and we started, going through problems, and she was younger than me, so it was harder for her to deal with it.
The divorce came about 3 years ago. It alienated the girls, and then what happened was, there were losses. First her grandfather, she lost 2 grandfathers, then her grandmother died of cancer, and then her mom passing away of cancer, I think really made her compensate with food.
I'll be graduating next year, but I think about how Mom was at your graduation, but she won't be able to be at mine. It just kind of sucks. Yeah, because I can enroll in it. My dad and I have an interesting relationship. It's not the best.
Not what we want it to be. It used to be, before my mom and dad got divorced, we were always daddy's girls, both of us.
Yeah.
But he's different now. He's not very involved at all in either of our lives.
Sometimes I get blamed for not being there. That's why I'm there now. I feel at a loss. I don't know how to describe it. You're so lost. Do you want to say, this is what you have to do? Do you be there and you be supportive, or do you punish? And so I talk to counselors about that. I've had lots, and they say you don't punish her because you'll push her over the edge.
I barely want to go to the mall. I mean, if I go to the mall, I go directly to a store, then I go directly back to my car. I can't stand just being out there in public. If I see a group of teenage boys, I will avoid that place no matter what. I mean, I've driven to 7-Eleven and there were a group of teenage boys out there and I drove back.
I'm Carson Nash, and I'm from Virginia, and I'm 17 years old. So if you just tap on. My mom was an elite gymnast, and she's a dancer, so she's very tiny. And my whole family's tiny, but me. I was really into sports when I was in middle school, but there's so much pressure when I was on the court or anything I was playing. You could hear them screaming at you. So I think not only was it my fault that I fell out of love with sports, it was theirs too. When my parents divorced, I feel like I let myself go. Big time.
I would say the catalyst for the change in Carson Lee was our divorce and the implosion of her sort of nuclear family. It was very obvious. There was a apocalyptic change in Carson. And I think the only thing that seemed to sort of soothe her was eating food.
My mom and I's relationship, it's awful. It's horrible. It's not even a relationship.
Carson and I have a challenging relationship. We struggle.
I can just still remember her commenting about my weight when I was in 3rd grade. And it's just, you don't say that to your child.
I don't want her to leave. No parent wants to think that they can't heal their kid. It's not what you want.
Wellspring is going to be so much more accepting. I don't even have any doubts about it. It's going to be nice being surrounded by people that can relate instead of my stick-thin mom and Grammy, because they don't know what it's like.
You're
Her starting weight is 203.
My first weigh-in was nerve-wracking, really nerve-wracking. I'm just gonna immerse myself and just be ready. I'm pumped.
Hello, I'm Heather Richardson.
Hi, Heather. Nice to meet you. I'm Doug
Nice
Bailiff.
to meet you. I'm the assistant clinical director. I'm also going to be Hailey's behavioral coach while she's here.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
We're so looking forward to the therapy.
Oh, good. Me too.
Oh, yeah. Break her down, rebuild her. When I was in the military, that's what they did. Broke you down.
It's not necessarily my personal style, but
I
you know, it happens sometimes on its own.
I definitely look at Wellsprings as a new beginning for me, and I'm hoping that that will like help to give me more confidence, and I think with some more confidence then I can do the things that I want to.
This is like her last chance before college. She can't go to college like this.
I'm really nervous about the weigh-in because it's the first one, and I'm kind of scared of what number it'll be. I don't know what I'm expecting. I'd be really disappointed if it was over 400.
Me whenever you're ready.
Okay.
All right.
Coming up.
Very easy to witness her grief.
Just makes me like a lot more nervous knowing that it was so much higher than what I expected.
Scotty is back.
Haven't done the hill in a long time. I'm out of breath.
Kind of waiting to see how things are going to pan out for him.
And later.
I thought it was gonna be so easy, you know? I keep crying, I can't stop. If I make it through here, then I can do anything.
The last time I weighed in was a long time ago because I haven't found like a scale that could like hold my weight. I don't know what I'm expecting. I'd be really disappointed if it was over 400.
Your initial weight is 511 pounds.
I never thought it would be over like 450. Like when she said 500, like I thought that like I was hearing her wrong.
When her weigh-in came in significantly over 400 pounds, it was very easy to witness her grief and her shock and her just, she would seem overwhelmed in general. And it was really clear by her face that she was sad about it and that it was a shocking thing.
I'm nervous to tell my father. I'm contemplating telling him and my sister. And just makes me like a lot more nervous knowing that it was so much higher than what I expected.
Hailey is the biggest student we've ever had here at Wellspring. It's going to be a long journey for her to get to a healthy weight, but I'm optimistic for her because we've had such success with students her size in the past.
Excited?
Yes, very.
All right, go ahead and take off your shoes first.
Okay. I'm Rachel Qualley, and I'm 14 from Groton, Connecticut. Okay. I started gaining weight in 6th grade, and that was because I've not only been teased from earlier years, but because that's when it really, when I guess it hurt the most. So I started to turning to food to almost comfort it, as you will, you know, ice cream, scoop of ice cream, you know, always makes everything feel better. But then you get teased again and one more scoop, again, one more scoop, again, one more scoop, and I guess that was the time where I started gaining the most weight.
She's a good, kind-hearted person that you can't help but love, but I think that makes her an easy target, and that's why the kids are so mean to her, because she's not mean enough to fight back.
It was never physical, but it was always like, you know, getting in on the bus, I would also carry a lot of stuff, so not only would I bang against the seats because of my stuff, it would look like I was struggling, and it would just be the comment like, she can't even fit. And it would always hurt, but I would do my best to ignore it. And
she knows we accept her for who she is and how she is. Society doesn't.
People always say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt you, but that's not always true, because when you're being teased, they do hurt, and it's almost like a scar on your heart. And
I don't need a supermodel for a daughter. I need a daughter who's going to be around longer than me because she's healthy. We fought for so long to find something that works, and we're just hoping that Wellspring's that answer.
Rachel, your weight is 250 pounds.
I kind of expected to see my weight at what it was, 250 pounds, but you know, that's why I'm here, to change the weight I am to a nice new healthy weight, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna fly by. You'll be my perfect Christmas present. It's gonna be okay.
Obviously, I need to be here after seeing the first weigh-in, so that I'm not excited about. I'm not excited to tell my father either, but I have no idea how he'll react.
Hailey, got you all moved in. Is this the bunk you want?
My initial weight was 511 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Got something to lose. It was a shock. I thought it was 400. It's just a bigger goal to get off. Hailey's gonna have to work on it, and I hope that shocked her into the reality, into the moment.
My first weigh-in, it was a lot more than I was expecting, so it makes my work 10 times harder.
Scotty is back and kind of waiting to see how things are going to pan out for him. He has had his ups and downs, and he certainly has the ability to do very, very well here, and I'm hopeful that that's the path he'll choose.
Welcome back.
To be honest, I'm kind of glad to be back here because I know this is the best thing for me. I struggled a lot last year with, being away from family and everything. I wasn't really used to it.
The biggest frustration we have with Scotty is he doesn't put forth a work effort that you would expect.
I didn't really feel very good this morning.
Get down, get down. Oh my God, I hate this. God, I can't do it, it hurts. Oh.
I think I'm beyond the point of terrified for Scotty going home. To me, I think it would be a miracle to see him come back next year and have lost weight.
This year, I have a feeling I'm going to do a lot better because I know what it's about, and I know what's going to happen. I haven't done the hill in a long time. A little out of breath.
Coming up.
Whenever you're ready, Scott.
And later.
It was awful. It's pretty bad when you can't run a mile.
I guess it feels good to not be completely lost.
Scotty is back and kind of waiting to see how things are going to pan out for him.
Whenever you're ready, Scott. Your initial weight is 305.5.
I don't remember what when I weighed when I left, so I can't tell you how much I gained. I just know I gained. Because I know I was under 300, so there's a gain of at least 5.5 pounds.
Scotty obviously gained weight when he was back home for the summer. I know for Scotty that was disappointment. It wasn't an ideal situation for him, his parents, or Wellspring. It's a new term. And I hope he realizes what he needs to do to become a long-term weight controller while he's here.
I don't want to go back to the academy. Like, they're basing my decision on before I ever went to camp. Like, they're not basing on what's happening now.
Emily returned to school today a few days after everyone else, but seems happy and ready to go.
It feels really weird to be back because I know the surroundings and I didn't think I'd be coming back to school.
She feels like she's ready to be home, even though we don't feel like she's quite ready. We feel she's about 75% of the way to where she needs to be, so we did have a conversation back and forth about that a number of times, but she finally came along like we needed her to.
Emily obviously looks so much better. She looks so much smaller, which shows me she's really benefited from being at the summer camp.
Well, my goal for here is probably just to lose maybe another 20 pounds or 30, and then I'd be really happy. I'm not going to be here for the whole semester, maybe 2 or 3 months.
Which bunk you gonna take? You want the bottom one?
Yeah. Some part of me thought I was ready to go, like just be home, and I really wanted to be home, but some part of me knew it might be better to go back. I just really didn't want to come back here. But just to know that I'll get to my healthy weight and be where I want to be is just awesome.
You're doing so great.
What are some nutrition topics? My name is Miss Sam, and I am the nutrition culinary instructor. I'll be teaching the nutrition and culinary classes. I'll be teaching them basic nutrition skills and basic culinary skills to help them empower them for when they go home. Why are we here? What is nutrition culinary? Why do we need it? Mike.
Try to lose weight and stay healthy.
I'm there at every meal for them to ask me any questions regarding any of the foods that they're eating.
If I don't like what they're having, then sometimes I'll be a little bit hungry afterward.
Most students, the first week or two, just really hate it, food-wise.
Ma, I'll rather have a salad or a sandwich or something else.
Foods change a lot. For a lot of these kids at home, it's chips, cookies, fast food. Convenience is the option. And then coming here, they go to low-fat, fat-free options, high-fiber, fresh fruits and vegetables, food that's taken some time to be made, love, care into it.
A lot of them will stick to things that are sweeter, and they'll add a lot of artificial sweeteners. But as time goes on, they kind of wane off of that.
Back at home, I really had like no limit on it. So here it's like, here's a sandwich, that's what you're being served, and then like a can of pop. So it's like way different than at home, but I need someone else to control my intake rather than me, because it wasn't working out very well.
I like the food here. It's easy. And the people who don't like it or take it for granted, they should know that this is as easy as it's gonna get.
We promote biology is not destiny. We also talk about not turning a lapse into a relapse. So if you fall off the wagon, jump right back on and fight for it, because every day is a new day.
Given some of the similarities between Tanisha and Hailey, I'm hopeful that they will be able to be supportive of each other.
Hi.
I'm going to introduce you to Tanisha.
She'll be my roommate. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. I'm Hailey. I'm your roommate.
Hailey is very lucky to have Tanisha here. Tanisha's gone through all the same things Hailey's gone through. She knows where she's coming from. She can be empathetic, not just sympathetic.
Are you excited?
I'm kind of nervous at the same time, so no.
Well, I'll tell you, I was completely nervous. Like, I wasn't kind, I was completely out of my league, I thought.
Yeah.
But I learned better. I can definitely relate to how Hailey must feel. I was terrified my first day here. It's weird coming into the situation when you don't know what to expect and you don't know anybody, so I'm gonna try to be there for her as much as possible. When I was here last year, I was down in the east in the suite. They call it the suite because it's the best room on campus.
I know that Tanisha used to be where I am. Seeing her with a really big amount of weight loss and her being successful, like even while at home, it gives me hope.
Hello. Hi, Heather. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Fine. Anytime a behavioral coach is working with a new student, one of the first and immediate goals is to build rapport. And I think early on it's really essential to learn a little bit from the kid about where they're coming from.
I think my friends spoiled me at home. They're always so, like, supportive. And I'm gonna cry.
It's okay.
I have tissues.
You're really missing your friends.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be so easy, you know?
Being here or being away from them?
Both.
Yeah.
But, it's not. I even miss my mom.
You weren't expecting to miss her.
I keep crying, I can't stop.
Well, maybe you just needed to. That's all right.
I hate crying.
Yeah. Well, it can be good for you.
It's hard to think that I have to be here for a year. God.
It's all right. It was a hard week for you, and that you'll have more hard weeks, but I'm going to be doing my best to cheerlead you through all of it.
My first PC session was extremely emotional. I wasn't expecting it. I'm feeling really disappointed that Wellspring wasn't exactly what I expected.
Carson's been instantly confronted with the reality that this is a school like any other, and I think she's really discovering that it's not the utopian place that she had idealized.
I'm hoping for my first phone call that I will have the opportunity to apologize to my mom and maybe finally try to protect some of what's left of our relationship before I go to college, because I know that going to college will be 20 times easier than coming here. And if I make it through here, then I can do anything.
Scotty really needs to focus this semester. I wasn't here last year, but in talking to staff members, the overall consensus was that Scotty's level of intensity was pretty poor, but with me, he's really starting it on a new slate.
So how does it feel to be back? I mean, how does it feel?
It feels really good to be back because there's so many kids here who not only one really want this as bad as I do, but two need somebody to help them while they're here, kind of like a leader or something.
There were some challenges last year. What are some things that you found challenging about your stay at Wellspring?
A lot of things I thought were really hard were getting up in the morning.
Get up, Scott. Get up.
I am!
Up.
I am!
Scotty really struggles to get up in the morning. I think getting out of bed and knowing that he has to come move around and do activities is really hard for him.
How do you think you're going to do with that this year, like with the waking up and being on
So
time?
far, every single day I've been up and at a morning activity with at least a couple minutes to spare, so.
Oh, wow.
Academics and getting organized and getting my homework turned in was really hard for me. I'm having trouble in math. I can't really understand it.
His grades are marginal, C's and D's.
In 6 weeks, you have accumulated 11 unexcused absences. Scotty's 6 unexcused absences is an automatic fail from the class.
I'm pretty sure Lamar means well and wants to help me the best he can with the BC sessions. I mean, they're okay. They're just sometimes really boring because I've heard it all before and I sometimes stop concentrating.
Right now, we're at a crossroads with Scotty. He can go one of two ways. He can either continue with his pattern of behaviors last semester, or he can start on a fresh new trajectory. He's talking the talk, but will he walk the walk?
Well, Hailey's been having some problems with her feet, being sore and getting blisters.
Since I've been here, I've been doing a lot more exercise than I've probably ever done. So it's put a big strain on my feet.
Obviously, with Hailey's size, she's going to be more prone to sore feet, blisters, because of the weight that she's carrying.
Remember what I said about
having your shoes kind of snug instead of loose. You really want, you don't want your shoes sliding around on your feet because that is gonna exacerbate your problem.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hailey. That's fine. I didn't know it was going to be this painful, but obviously I knew it was going to be hard. But I think, like, I'm not in as much physical pain aside from my feet as I thought I would be. I didn't think my feet were going to be like this. I thought more like my body would be. It's really painful to walk or even just stand. So these blisters, they suck. I hate them.
Coming up.
To get to what's considered a healthy weight by medical professionals, you'll want to try and lose 357 pounds.
And later.
Yay, weigh-in day! Trying to go into it not expecting anything.
What if I didn't lose any? I worked my butt off this week.
Morning, guys! Today's the first day the students have had to get up at 6:30 in the morning.
Good morning.
Today's also a special day because it's also going to be the students' first time mile of the year.
I do not like getting up early in the morning. It is awful. I'm tired.
They have 15 minutes to make it down the course to be on time at 6:45.
You guys have 2 minutes!
Have you ever done a mile before? Yeah? Okay, so you're confident in this? No? Okay. The students, some of them are very, very nervous. Some are just a little nervous. But all of them have some kind of anxiety about it. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, so for those of you who have never run this mile course before, here's how it goes. You're gonna start here, you're gonna run down this road, cross the little bridge right there, wrap around, Misa's gonna be on your left, you're gonna go down Lambs Creek Road. That's that main road that you drove down when you get here. The first time I was a baseline that Coach Nicole and I use in order to gauge how their progress goes at Wellspring. If they start off doing a 30-minute mile, great. Now we know we want to shoot for a 25, 22-minute mile later on. It also helps us out to know, okay, they were at a 30-minute mile at the start of the year. The next time we do it 7 weeks from now, they're still at a 30-minute mile. What's going on? As far as how you run this mile, if you can run or jog the entire time, we want you to run and jog the entire time. But if you can't right now, that's okay too. If you need to take little breaks in there, I want you to take little breaks by walking, not stopping.
Everyone ready? On your marks. Get set, go!
I do my best to walk and then run and then walk and then run. Because after running I get, not tired but out of breath.
Emily, you're doing so good.
Emily's performance at her mile time was so much better than it was last year.
It's time to get that done.
Hailey, I'm sure will push herself really hard. I mean, if you just watch her in this time mile, you can see how much she's willing to push herself.
Scotty woke up and was here on time, but once we started the time mile, Scotty actually walked the whole thing, and not only was he walking it, he was actually turning around to talk to friends that were behind him.
I've done this course around 5. This is my 6th time. I really don't know how I'm doing time-wise.
It was awful. But next time I'll get it down and not stop it either way. It's pretty bad when you can't even run a mile. Man.
I feel great because, I finished it. Yay.
21:07. 21:07. Scotty came in at 21:07.
My first time out felt pretty good. Probably could have done a lot better. But, hear what happens.
I just would have liked to have seen what his mile time would have been like
had he put a full effort into it and instead of talking to his buddies a whole lot at the very beginning.
My last time I was 21 flat because I was hurt for the last one, so I've gained 7 seconds on my mile, so that's perfectly fine.
26:46. Good work.
I guess it feels good to not be completely lost.
Hailey's doing so well at her first time mile. She's only had to take probably 3 stops by now, and they've been really quick.
It was definitely hard, but it was nice that all the students were cheering for me and then I had Coach Nicole by me.
All right, so good work today. Most of you guys I'm really pleased with, that's awesome, but this is a forewarning. Some of you guys decided to walk the whole thing even though you had the total ability to go out there and put more effort. I'm telling you right now, you do that ever again, you will not pass this class. I don't like it when I see people walking around in groups and they're walking and they all of a sudden turn around like, are you working very hard doing that? No. Answer my question, because that's it, okay? Okay, if you won't take it seriously, I'm not gonna take you seriously. Make sense? Okay, go.
Hey, good morning. Hailey is surprisingly determined and enthusiastic, and that's evident in how she approaches team sports or any of the activities. She's giving it her all. Tell me about your dorm situation. Right now in the room it's just you and Tanisha?
Yeah.
And how do you guys get along?
We get along, I think we get along great, but I don't know. We talk before she goes out and sleeps in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
My snoring's really bad. I tried to warn her.
So it's just only a snoring issue that has you in separate rooms? Well, who knows? Maybe that's something that will change while you're here. So I'm interested in helping you work towards any goals that you've got while you're here. And that some of that's obviously weight related. So I think we should look at what a healthy weight for a girl your age and height is. Hailey, you're 17.
Yeah.
You're 5'8". And your current weight is 5'11". Okay, here we go. Your current BMI is 77.7. A person who's 17, female, 5'8", an ideal healthy weight is 154 pounds.
Yeah.
To get to what's considered a healthy weight by medical professionals, you'll want to try and lose 357 pounds.
Hailey has had an amazing first week. She's feeling very supported, feeling like there are other kids that get her, that understand where she's coming from. She's excited about the possibilities, but it's a long journey ahead of her to get to a healthy weight.
My healthy weight was 154, but I'd have to lose 357 pounds. Obviously, I don't expect to lose that here. I mean, I only have 9 months here.
Coming up.
I think the first weigh-in is really an exciting time for kids.
Feeling pumped. Yeah? Ready for this.
Really exciting.
That's awesome.
Every Monday morning we have a weigh-in for kids as yet another measure of determining how successful they are with their program.
Trying to go into it not expecting anything.
It's nervous. It makes me really nervous. What if I didn't lose any? I worked my butt off this week.
I think the first weigh-in is really an exciting time for kids because they've seen and they know that other kids have their most excessive weight loss often in that first week, so sometimes they get a big number there.
I'm excited for weigh-in, which is a definite change from how I felt in the past.
There is pressure to succeed because even Tanisha lost like 11 pounds her first week. I think at least I'll be comparing myself to her, like, because, I mean, you know, you are your worst critic, and I definitely am.
All right, you're up. Good luck.
Whenever you're ready. 7 more pounds, my friend.
I know how hard it is to go home and lose weight. So the 7 pounds I lost my first week back, it would have taken me a month at home. So I was very happy.
You lost 7. Tanisha, that's so good. Yay, we're back. We're back for Wellspring.
Good morning, Rachel. How are you?
Excited.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay,
It's
that's
really
awesome.
good.
239.5.
Really exciting.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That was
All right, what a good first week.
yes, very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, 10 pounds, 0.5. Yay.
How you feeling, Scotty?
Feeling pumped.
Yeah?
Ready for this.
You ready for your first weigh-in
Yes,
of
I'm
the
gonna lose
semester?
weight. I'm gonna lose a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Scotty, good morning.
Good morning.
Whenever you want, hop on. In the 200s. That's really good.
I lost 7.5 pounds. It was awesome. Pumped. Sweet. Gonna do better next week.
Emily is very close to a healthy weight. She doesn't have that much further to go. And the closer you get, the more resistance your body puts up.
Okay, good morning, Emily. Whenever you want. So 159.5. It's good.
I lost 1.5. I mean, that's really good. I wasn't even here for a week.
Morning, Carson. Happy Monday. All right, let's see how you did. Oh, awesome. You know how many that is?
7.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah. You got this.
In a perfect world, I would hope to at least lose 12, so that way I could be like under 500. When I hear 500, I just think, like, it makes me really upset, so I'm hoping that it's under.
Mm.
496.0.
Woohoo! That's 15 pounds. That's so awesome. You went way under 500. Good job. We had our first week weigh-in and it went really well. I think every one of the kids seems to be pretty satisfied with their weight loss.
So it's 15.
Hailey, you need to be more excited about that.
I am, but I'm hungry.
15 pounds.
Coming this season on Too Fat for 15, Fighting Back.
What are these people thinking? Look at the fat kid. He can't even fit in the suit.
I'll talk to you later. It makes me angry that I'm not getting the outcome that I want.
So when I move it, it hurts.
Don't smile. When I hear that, I had to stop myself from laughing in his face.
You gained 7 pounds.
I feel like I'm in a jail.
I'm gonna wreck every one of these kids today.
Why should I care?